So, in continuation with the previous session, as we discussed about the fundamentals of foundry, it is a father of manufacturing process, which I told you earlier. It is there is no chip. It is a non-destructive testing process. There is no metal waste or metal scrap which has been removed. So it is a completely good molding process. We can make any desired shape so that we can attain their product. Okay, so this is the flow chart of the casting process which you have seen in this slide. The casting technology, which involves basically 5 different kind of steps, has been involved. The first one, which is what do you call that, mold preparation. This is the first step that you need to make before you going to start the casting. Following that, metal heating has been done. Once you prepare the mold, then you can do the you just need to melt the metal with the help of heat. Following that, you need to pour the molten metal, okay, inside the cavity, and once the metal is poured by through the runner, and it is allowed to dry for some moment, which means the molten heat which has been passed, that heated metal which has been solidified slowly, that stages is what do you call that, cooling process. With the help of cooling process, the metal gets solidified. Okay, so that is what do you call that, cooling. And following that, we just need to remove the drag and remove the cope. Okay, one is called drag and another one is called core. With the help of this drag and cope, we just need to remove the surfaces and remove the unwanted scrub which has been sticked over the metal. Okay, so that is what do you call that, processing stage. So by through this, we just need to make the casting process, and here I am going to list it out some of the engine components which has been manufactured with the help of the casting. For example, if I am going to take it out, that there is a piston ring, there is a engine chassis, and we having a propeller wheel, bearings protector wheel, and we having a engine fins along with the chassis component and the engine head, and following that there is an radiator portion along with the propeller shaft, and all these kind of components in the engine which has been majoritively manufactured only with the help of casting. Okay, there is no metal removing process or metal cutting process has been done, since this majority of the applications has been involved only in manufacturing, which means there is no waste can be created or scrapped for manufacturing this component, since because this is done by through the foundry process. That is why there is a no kind of scrap has been removed from this component manufacturing. So basically there is a two different kind of casting process. The first one, it is an expandable mold processes, following that permanent mold processes. Expandable mold means which must be destroyed. It is used as an expandable mold which must be destroyed to remove the casting. For example, mold materials, sand, plaster, similar materials, and plus binders. If you take about the permanent mold processes, it can be used the permanent mold which can be used to produce many castings. Example, the made of metal or less, a ceramically refractory material has been manufactured by through the permanent mold processes. We don't need to remove this casting process for removing the scrap. So this flow chart which represents the first step, what you need to do is, it is about the pattern making, and following that we need to do the mold making. For the mold making we need to preparing the sand, and if necessary core making also be done. So once the pattern making and mold making is ready, and we need to pour the metal. First of all we need to, before we melting the metal, first of all we need to pour the raw material. Following that we need to do the melting process. Along with that pouring has been done. This solidification and cooling has been made, and removal of the sand mold has been done. The cleaning and inspection with along with the finished castings has been made. Thank you.